Val, the snows have been and gone, hopefully. How do you rate the performance of Thurrock Council's gritting services?
I think we learnt a lot of lessons from previous years. I'm being told that this is the heaviest snow we've had in Thurrock since '81. So I would have thought probably the early 90s, because I remember it quite bad then. So they've learnt a lot, they've had their snow plans. I actually think the team have done a great job. I think from Tuesday to Sunday, they had actually covered 5,500 miles of road that they've grit, used 1,200 tonnes of grit. And the teams have been out covering all the major roads 2-3 times a day. Actually being able to go onto the secondary roads as well. You know, have we still got lessons to learn? Of course we have. You know, of course we have. You don't get this type of thing right because, thank goodness, we don't get that much practice at it. We had the snow ploughs out. You know, the guys were practicing in the summer, thinking it's a bit, different, never going to use them. Haven't used them for 2 years. But they absolutely came into their own. We actually, by enabling and having the refuse service coming in-house, which was something that I know really kicked off last year when we were unable to have rubbish collections, that the people weren't being utilised. All of our guys were being used. You know, they were either looking after the grit supplies, they were keeping the vehicles turned over so they'd start when they needed to, albeit we've got 5 new vehicles. They were actually out and about with the community payback team, with the environmental, with the street cleaning services, up to 150 extra people out on the streets, clearing doctors' surgeries. Yesterday they cleared all the schools to make sure it was safe for them to go back. Older people's complexes. One of my favourite residents, Vic Ward from Seabrook Rise, has rung me up. Say, Val, I'm really not happy. I don't think you've done a good enough job at Seabrook. So, you know, we will go and look at that. Because, you know, older people, we really need to understand. Had lots of criticism for suspending the waste. Gravesham, Basildon, Southend absolutely weren't doing their refuse collection.
Have the budget cuts impacted on the quality or quantity of service that you've provided?
To be honest, when something like this happens, unprecedented levels of snow, I'm sorry, but the budget has to go out the window. You know, and we'll have to review it and see where we are. My portfolio was on track. I think we were slightly overspent, but due to come in on track. This is going to have a significant impact because obviously the volume of grit we've used. Currently, you know, we have got enough grit. We've still got 850 tonnes left. There's another 1,000 on order, and I've had 3 deliveries today. And what I think's been very useful has been that the updates that we've managed to get that you've put on your site. Twitter's had it, the council's had it, and each ward councillor has had a daily update. So they've been enabling to tell local residents what's going on.
Your particular portfolio, it seems to be in the teeth of the storm, so to speak. If it's not bins in Frost Estate, it's the
locking
frost
pensions
all over
in cemeteries. Yeah, it's yes. I do seem to be there. I'm afraid, but you know. I look at my portfolio and I'm actually proud of my heads of service and my officers. You know, they do a very good job. They have Thurrock at their heart. They want to do a good job. We need to get the communication better. We need to get the consultations better. We need to talk to people and understand, you know, from this, I want to do a learning from experience. You know, if people out there have got an area that was a particular black spot, you feel, and I'm not talking about a cul-de-sac like where I live, it's never going to happen unless you all residents mull together and sort it out yourself. But, you know, if you think there's an area we missed, let us know. Can't promise it's going to happen, but with forums, what we're saying is, buy a grit bin, we will give you the grit, then you can work together. It's by working as one that we can improve this place. But stop whining.